Jason's got the stories, Nicole's got the flair. Joe's bringing humor with a dose of care. Three voices, one mic, we're here to chat. Welcome to our show where the fun's at. Two noobs, two boobs, boobs.
They're restarting the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant
Right,
after it's
yeah.
had its nuclear power plant meltdown.
The reactor coming back online is not the one that had a partial meltdown in 1979, which has remained dormant since the accident.
Hmm.
That was the TMI Unit 2. The adjacent reactor, TMI Unit 1, went back into operation in 1985 and continued to operate until 2019, when it was shut down due to poor economics. So Microsoft is going to use it for their AI data center.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
that's going to be some power.
Yeah. All right.
At approximately 835 megawatts of carbon free. Okay.
All right. Well, we are again back.
Oh, hey, yeah.
We are again back. Welcome back to another episode of 2Noobs2Boobs. We're doing a little pre-gaming to see what to talk about. But anywho, how you been doing? How you been doing? Sorry.
How about
Stop cursoring my. What is wrong with me?
Oh my goodness. Are you having a stroke?
I can't use cursive while I'm talking.
No, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Hey, how's your week, man? How's your past 2 weeks?
Week's been wild. Working. DJ'd a wedding last night. I think. Oh yeah, I haven't seen. I went to a wedding like a week ago or like 2 weeks ago or something. We haven't done anything. It was, love, marriage, all that good stuff.
Marriage. Is this the official end of the wedding season?
Like usually it's September and October when it's like not as hot as summer and it's not cold yet. I think my next one is October like 12th or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the leaves are starting to change, so you've been going to a lot of weddings lately. Past 2 weeks.
Learning a lot. I do a thing where whenever I'm out, instead of, like partying or like having a good time with friends, I'm usually stealing the DJ's set list. I'll just be like, Joe's on his phone again. No, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, I'm like poaching
my
ideas
neck,
there.
my back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enter the chicken dance song.
Oh, that was
the electric slide.
She didn't want like traditional, like twist and shout and all that old people stuff that I enjoy.
Sweet Caroline.
I should have done that one. But no, she's like, oh, we had our friend make you a playlist to work off of. It was like 4 hours of weird ass remixes.
Oh, really?
And just things I'd never heard before. And some instrumentals. I'm like, what is this? like hyper pop club music. Like, nobody wants this. Then again, I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah.
They're staying in a tent after the wedding. So what do I know about life choices?
Yeah. Is that their honeymoon in the woods? Was it like in a national park somewhere? Like, was it in between, like, in the freeway where you got that, northbound, southbound lane, and then in the middle is just woods?
Yeah, they kicked out.
Is that where they did yeah, is that where they did their wedding at? Practically.
Yeah. It was it's just like someone's backyard, like a big backyard out in the country.
Cute. The kids can be conceived from in a tent.
I mean, he already has a son.
Okay.
So now she's officially stepmom.
Oh. Is she gonna be an evil stepmom?
Oh no, she's great.
Okay.
They're adventurers and they've already had fun. And even just like commenting on like being his like ride or die, not like his mom, but being like the ride or die like partner in crime kind of thing. She said something. Everybody was crying. It was great.
Oh. It'll all be ruined here in a couple years.
I
No, I'm
mean,
joking. Yeah,
we already know his dad, so
yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. So you got a couple more weddings to do before the official end of the wedding season, because I think it starts in spring and ends in right before fall, right? Right when it gets warmed up. Who's
yeah.
doing a wedding
I was gonna say
in
no
the
one's
dead
doing
of
like
summer?
a New Year's or
Yeah, yeah.
like 4th of
Cr-
July. Well, did I do a 4th of July? I did something on a summer. It was on the top of like a ski resort.
Uh-huh.
So like, did we ride up or walk up? Either way, we're at the top. So like, we were all facing like open sky, and this was
Yeah,
like the picturesque place. But then it's also like no one's taking sound equipment all the way up to the top of
I
a
know.
mountain.
Like caterers and all the seats and
You're right.
family members and oh.
Yelling at the priest, talk louder.
Yeah, I can't hear you. The wind's blowing too hard. This
Did you
bald eagle just took my kid.
did you say something about I don't know taking each other, loving each other? What?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Well,
surprised that
that's
people
cool, man.
don't say the line. If there's anyone here that wishes for this shit to not happen.
Yeah. That'll be the vowels or the words in about 20 years. It would just be like the movie
Right.
Idiocracy. Yeah. Who here
Oh.
don't want this shit go on?
I mean, no one's. I mean, does that happen anymore? Do people like
Did they
wait
say it
till
at
the
that wedding?
wedding to crash it? I don't think so.
I mean,
I heard my audio cue, so I like had to run. But like,
yeah.
but they
Uh,
pretty much like said their vows. We're like, are we doing this thing? All right, let's go. Kiss it out,
Wow. That's
and
cool.
play it. Played some
Yeah,
like
I feel like that's just one of those old timey traditions of like, probably knights and, the Western time period, 16, 17, 18, 19, early 1900s, where it's all like, if anybody is against this, please now speak or forever hold your peace. And then some guy busts through on a fucking horse, he's just like, hell
right,
no, she loves money.
right. Like it's an arranged marriage, but it's like
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I have a whole 2,000 acres of land and
Yeah.
pigs. Like
Yeah.
Cassandra, no.
She was traded for like a goat, so the two villages families could like get together and like love each other and not be at war with each other, and then
Yep.
some random like farmer just loves her to death and she loves him too. We've all seen the movie. How come it's not the other way around? How come like no woman, like there's no woman going, like the Cassandra scene from Wayne's World, like Cassandra, like women like stepping up to the plate, be like, no, I love that man. Women, we need you to step your game up. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
start interrupting some weddings, right? Start
is
interrupting them shits.
wasn't it the plot of Kill Bill? Oh no, that was a group of people. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that had a problem with that wedding. Killed the whole
I
service.
eject. And anyway, then I started blasting.
Yeah. So we need women to step up. If you're listening, you got a wedding planned right before the end of the season. You just don't agree with it. You don't agree with it. Be like, that dude could do so much better. Like with me, and then you get up in the thing and be like, I object to this wedding, and then the judge or the preacher says sustained or whatever the whole process is for weddings, right? Just go through that. Like, I want a woman to interrupt one and say why. Oh my god, it's like staring into the sun. Groom ejected
know.
himself and broke down crying. Oh, we got
It's
some good ones here.
it's
But before
BuzzFeeds.
yeah,
Yes.
before we get in here a little bit on this, make sure you hit that like, subscribe. It's a long prologue or preface or whatever the words are. Hit that like, prolapse. Your
Yeah.
prolapse. Hit that like,
Sometimes.
subscribe, and notification so whenever we go live, because we're, again, like I said before, we're not very good at doing it weekly. We try to, but real life gets in the way, and I hope you all
Yeah.
understand that.
I know y'all clear your schedule for us, but
Yeah, I promise you, try to do it. You know what else is crazy before we
turn
go
on those
into this?
notifications.
We're coming up on a year. We actually might be a year of doing this.
I mean, what? We're at 89 videos.
Well, we have a lot of little clips, but when did we start?
Oh yeah, true. Videos.
Yeah, videos. Well,
We
we're at
started
30 something videos, but we've missed some weeks and all that other stuff. So if we
11
were like
months.
yeah, we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary Maybe I should take the time and do a little. All right, well, we're alive.
October 9th.
Welcome there, Joe. October 9th. Is that our first one? We're coming up on our year anniversary of streaming on 2Noobs2Boobs, and look how much we've grown as
Damn,
people. My hair.
I was in that kitchen a year ago.
Yeah.
That is
Now
upsetting.
look, you got this nice studio behind you with the lights, and for all you listeners out there, right? He's got a nice studio, lights. It looks professionally done, well lit, and I think he has a casting couch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at it, the casting couch.
Yeah, when I do my
yeah,
like TV interviews, I do in there because it looks better.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. All right.
So
I want to go back to the objecting weddings. Oh, you know what we forgot to say? It's been I think it's 2 episodes in a row we didn't have our boobs with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had substitute boobs. We had Wes, he joined us with his boobs. And then Nicole today. We tried to get our substitute boobs back, but he is currently in the middle of a war zone. Online. Make sure you go follow him, Fat American Trucker, at Twitch.
In the middle of a war. He's playing Warzone?
No, he's playing Gray Zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyhow, all right. So let's go into story time.
All right, Jason. My auntie's fiance was already married. A lady stood up waving a marriage certificate. So the wedding didn't go ahead. The reception was on a long boat, so we still went to that. The fiance went back to their home country to sort it out and never came back.
Whoa.
What did I mean? So it was like a
Yeah, so her auntie's fiance.
You bought the bride or something? 90-day fiance?
Yeah. Well, he was already married. And then the woman his wife shows up to the wedding, like, I got a marriage certificate, motherfucker.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
Because I imagine he would have to invite some of his friends.
Oh, yeah, whole family.
So, like, someone would have mentioned, like, didn't you just get married, like, a couple of years ago in another country? Oh, man. I mean, like, I feel like that happens, like, a lot of times. That's why they make it so hard to get a divorce, because, man, people be marrying each other left and right. Like, oh, first fight, I'm on to the next one. Bye.
Yeah, like, I don't understand it, right? Like, I understand that, people get married for the wrong reasons, love at first sight. That's what they think, which is really just lust.
Yep.
Then they find out they can't live with that person because they're just a fucking slob or an asshole or a fucking psychopath or whatever the case. They don't get along, right? Because humans are just not going to get along after a while, right? And then, certain humans. And then you divorce, and then you go get married again. Try it again. And then you divorce, and you go get married again. Like I know people who have been married like 3 or 4 times. It's like, bro, like, give up.
Give it up.
It's probably you. And, like, first time, okay. Second time, 3 times? No. You're not getting me 3 times. Like, I'm not going, like, I can't imagine going through the court process, the divorce process, all that shit.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, next one. I had a friend who was a minister, and the subject came up if he asked the question during ceremonies he officiated. He laughed and said, no way. He basically tells the couple not to include it because it only invites a moment of anxiety and, at best, misery at worst. His best story, and one of the reasons he stopped including the question, was a couple where in the lead up to the wedding, the couple was obviously in love. The bride-to-be was very smiley and happy, but on the day of the wedding, she was stone-faced. He knows something is up because he's never seen her like this and asks if she's okay. I'm fine, she says. Ask again right before, I'm fine. He gets to the question, does anyone object to this union? The bride reaches over, grabs the maid of honor, shoves her into the bride spot and says, you're screwing him, you marry him, and then stormed out of the church. Oh.
I actually heard a story about that at work. Like, one of my guys, he went to a wedding and that happened. Where she, like, invited everybody, all the money was already paid for, and she's like, I know, like, the bridesmaid was boning the groom. She's like, I know you're fucking him, and I'm not getting married. That's crazy. I wonder if the bridesmaid got married.
I mean, you still got to go to the courthouse and stuff.
Nah, I mean, you
I mean,
just
but if it's a
fucking white
priest,
out. You just white out that name, like, okay,
yeah.
insert this name, and then get married. Everything's already paid for. You're all set up. Like when she's storming out, be like, "Can I get the ring?" Like, "Oh, the ring's not even there yet." Like so. Yeah, I wonder if the bridesmaid and the groom got married.
Maybe things worked out. Maybe there was a
Yeah,
happy
maybe
ending
they
for
happily ever
somebody.
after. They got like a family White House, but the picket fence, living the dream.
Yep. And just the old girlfriend, old fiance, with the mirror, the
Yeah,
binoculars.
she moves in across the street, and
Might
just
have been
stalking him.
me. And so begins a
Yeah,
lifelong, like, arch
like,
nemesis
could
arc.
you imagine though, like being invited to a wedding, like a family member, like, when you're up there and your son or your daughter, and you have no clue, right? And you've shelled some money out, like that money has come out. You've paid for wedding gifts, you paid for travel, you paid for stay and food, the reception dinner before, all this crap, right? On a typical, I know everybody's wedding is different, but I'm just going off the typical one, right? And
Yeah.
then right there at the moment of truth, nope, I'm good. Like how do you take that as a family member? Like I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, how long did you know this?
If we put money into it, I at least want some kind of like elevated, like a fight, maybe some thrown chairs,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I want somebody to be arrested.
something I can be Michael Jackson eating popcorn, like, ooh, what's
Yeah.
happening? What's going
Could you
on?
imagine the reception after? Like, oh yeah, go ahead and hang out at the reception, because that's what the guy at work was saying. Like, she's like, the reception's already paid for, and the dad was like, yeah, you guys can still like drink and eat. Like, can you imagine how awkward that'd be? Like, you got two different families, family and friends.
At that point, you can like you join in on, wow, this is a shit show.
Yeah, like you got the
Let
cake.
let's eat the cake.
Just get that out of the way first.
Oh,
Like, let's just
actually,
eat that first.
I will say the cake was unsupervised for a while, and Drunk Joe did like
You
had
fingered
my
it.
own. I figured it. I had my own cutting ceremony. I was like, this shit good. And they're just sitting it out in the bugs. So mad, but it was delicious. It was.
Where do you think Nicole's gonna get married at? Like a O's game, like at home plate. Do you think? I'm predicting something right now. I
Uh-oh.
think her boyfriend is gonna propose to her at the ball game today.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be on the teleprompter, right? Like up on the
Oh
shit.
God.
Can you imagine? Like it's gonna be like, let's set it in row F 1, 2, 3. And it's like,
I've only
Nicole, will
known
you
you.
marry me?
Oh,
Like while she's like deep throating a fucking ballpark hot dog.
yeah, yeah. Or the crab pretzel. Um,
It just,
he's gonna be like, I know I've only known you for like 9 months, but like it's been magical. We just do our own thing. Let's be
I
together
haven't met
forever.
I haven't met any of y'all
I,
friends.
I don't I don't know if you have friends or not, but I don't know why. I don't know why he's from Cali. He's or
Yeah,
stoner. He's a stoner, so like
yeah,
my
yeah.
spot.
It's been totally real. I can move in with you. Like, I think it's happening today. I think it's gonna
I just
be.
I just totally love your ass. It's beautiful looking. The biggest, most hugest ass I've ever been, and I want to put
She's
it on
marrying Donald
lock.
Trump.
I don't know why all my like male voices somehow go to Trump.
The most beautiful ass I've ever seen. Beautiful. Trust me, I would know because I know asses. Right.
Tonight I'm gonna slather it with barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And put my
When did
face
that?
all in
Now,
it.
now, what happens? We get done
It's
with
gonna
this.
be in Jersey,
You think?
or because we were talking about destinations. So if it's gonna be black tie required, maybe we'll go to Atlanta and go near her sister or something. I'm gonna say I can't choose. I can't narrow it down. It's either gonna be like a really nice hall with like multiple rooms, like metropolitan style, or it's gonna be something where it's like we're outside. Oh my god, it's an outdoor wedding, and then you go inside.
Yeah. You don't think it would be like in the Baltimore like Orioles like parking lot?
Oh my god.
or the
Absolutely
center
not.
field, right on the pitcher's mound. They get
No.
married because he's like a hardcore O's fan, ain't he?
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah, he's hardcore, and she just goes to eat pretzels.
I mean, if she
Yeah,
gets them for free, like why would
yeah,
she mess up that
yeah. Why not?
relationship?
You might as well. She'll say yes. Like I'll do. Pretzel hanging out
Right.
of her mouth. Yeah, that's that's my prediction. So Nicole, when you listen to this, just let us know, and let the viewers and the listeners know below.
With the mustard
Yeah,
and like
mustard
crab
stain on
meat
her.
falling all
Yeah,
over down her.
yeah. She's got crab meat in her cleavage. Just.
I know that from experience.
All right.
'Cause I went, oh yeah, I was at the Ravens game on last Sunday,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'm a mess. I am a mess.
You went to the Ravens game?
I sure did. That was our first home game.
Nice. I didn't know you went to the football games.
Um, I do. I see. I don't mind the like going out into the stadium because the
Uh-huh.
energy is just phenomenal. Watch it on TV is like whatever. I could care less.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
that's
like what
like
I noticed, like when I went, so I went to the Washington and Seattle game. I took my son there for his birthday because he'd never been to a football game, and I went to a football game a long time ago when I was younger, like a teenager or whatever. No, it was my first year in the Navy. But anyways, so when you're sitting there in the stands and you're like watching the game, the field seems small, right? It's a lot smaller. Like the TV,
yeah,
like I will give the NFL like credit because they're a money machine, but they make the game feel so much bigger than it is.
yeah,
And it's just like it feels like on TV they're running for like days, and then when you're there watching, it's like, oh, it's only
yeah,
right there, like it's why does it seem so long on TV? And then just the whole aspect of like in between the plays, it's just like hike, play, they huddle back up, hike, play. First down, you hear
yeah,
whistles, you hear noises and shit, people cheering,
yeah.
and you'll get that energy, but you don't got the commentary, you don't have the,
Right.
what I mean? So you're kind of like watching the
You're
game,
like,
like, what the fuck
you're
is
like,
going on? Like,
you're like, I think I knew who that is. You wait for the replay.
yeah,
Is there a difference between NFL um fields and college fields?
no, it's the same, 100 yards.
Oh, okay. No, it's just
Even high school, 100
that- just
yards.
just
Like,
the
yeah, the hash
hashtags.
marks are,
Yeah,
the hashtags.
the
There's little
hashtags.
hashtags. Yeah. The
Well,
hash
no,
marks
because
are a
like,
little expanded.
well, I just my perspective is from marching band, right? So
Yeah.
high school and college, I knew a lot about football because I was just waiting to play.
Yeah.
Cause
Playing the
I,
Darth
cause
Vader song, the Imperial March song.
yeah,
Yeah, all the
yeah,
typical band noises,
cause like I mean, yeah, college was so much fun because our team was actually like, starting to get better and better. I think
Hmm.
think they're like Major League Football. I don't know
No.
something.
What's your college
I
name?
think we're on the games are on TV or something.
What college you go
Um,
to?
Towson University.
Oh, so they're probably like Division 2 or Division 3.
I know they were moving up divisions while I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Um, but like, and all through high school, if something was going on in the field, it was either the drum major or me that was tapping something off. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
guys, touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, get
Yeah.
people pumped.
So is that what you did in the marching band, was the drums?
I did snare drum every year. I've not played different instrument. Well, I'm very talented, Jason. So
You are a
I
talented
didn't,
musician. Like you
I
made
didn't.
our intro song.
Yeah, that's on me. I didn't.
Sang it, everything. Did the chorus, put it together. It's really good.
Gotta love autotune. It's
Yeah,
a lifesaver.
it is. I mean, it makes a horrible singer sound great. I'm not saying you're a horrible singer, but
But like, yeah, just imagine having drums on and then
you had the four
marching.
drums like on the strap, like the four drums over like the whole setup,
Nah,
or
I never played quads. It was fun. Like I like wrote the quad parts, but never. Oh, we might have did like a little switcheroo day or something, but and those poor bass drums. Like those big bass drums, like that's like a yard. The head is a yard wide.
Yeah, they're big.
Huge. I always had the biggest guys on
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah,
See, the
yeah.
lucky part is they could face at least half the time they're facing the right direction.
Hmm.
Because imagine like just like running, mostly in college, just like running half the field away in like 16 beats. You're just like bop bop bop. It's hard. Like I'm surprised like my knees are doing so well
Yeah. Well,
at the things
that's
I do.
exciting.
The things our
Um,
young bodies used to could do.
yeah, I know, man. Like every day I wake up, I feel like there's something breaking on me. Like my feet hurt, my ankles hurt, my
Yes.
knees hurt. I'm like, why? I thought I was supposed to be energized. Like yesterday morning, I woke up and I stretched and my calf cramped and I screamed. I was like, ah! You know, screaming at the top of my lungs. My whole calf was just cramped up. But I used a TENS unit.
Oh yeah. How'd you like
Yeah.
that?
Oh, I loved it because it like I put it like on level 2, and it felt like somebody was just kneading it out, you know, like just
Mm-hmm.
squeezing that muscle, stretching it out. You know, it's pretty cool. That sends you if you should try it.
Yeah.
Try it on your sensitive parts. Tell me how it feels.
Honestly, speaking of sensitive parts, you should really go to a spa. Really go to a spa. We went
I know.
to the Sunday before the Ravens game. We went to Spa World. And that was the
Oh,
first time
nice.
I've ever been to that kind of thing.
Did you sit in a mud pool or a tea pool or avocado juice pool or some shit?
So they didn't have that. The closest they probably got was like red clay balls where you can just like roll around in the balls and I don't know, like have hot balls on your face, I guess. Which is, you know, par for the
Ideal.
course. Ideal. But I had a little Asian lady walk all over me, gave
All
me a
right, I'm in.
massage.
Where's it at?
I think I got the oldest one, and she was tough. I didn't realize. I thought I heard her shoes come off, and then I heard her voice from in the top of the ceiling. I was like, "Oh, shit, she's walking on me."
Yeah, they have the handrails above, like where.
Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice that going in. But man,
When'd you go to a Thai massage place?
no, this is called Spa World. It's Korean.
Oh, okay. Did you get the happy ending at the end?
No, no, she didn't even offer. It's weird. But she was playing in my crack a little too long. Um, it's
Oh
like
my god.
no, because like this is a very interesting because like there's like the gay bathhouses where there's private rooms where you can relax.
Yeah.
This is a Korean place where you have a giant room, you have like a pool, hot tub, a hotter tub, sauna, uh, uh, steam room,
Yeah.
then a cold tub, a colder tub. And so I was like, I don't know about that. I got my Korean old woman to walk on me. It was great. I think that's what you need. It'll bring out all of your everything. Man, she bruised me up. She kicked
Oh, I
my ass,
bet.
literally.
I bet. I bet. I've seen some people get like stepped on, and I'm just like, oh my god, that looks awful.
Yes, cracking
That's
her.
painful.
She cracked my neck. I was like, just go all the way. But oh my goodness, neck felt so good.
Oh yeah.
My hunchback was gone for like a couple hours. So like, great.
Couple hours. I was walking straight up because I was just in pain. I couldn't turn anyway.
Like, why is Joe 2 inches taller? What happened?
Yeah. I went to
God.
Thailand and my buddy's like, I want a Thai massage. And if you've ever had a Thai massage, like they'll destroy you. It's kind of like the same thing, right? Where they're
Oh
stepping,
yeah,
beating you, twisting you and shit.
they are
And
like they're trying to like break you like a wishbone, like they're cleaning
yeah,
chicken
yeah.
off or something.
Yeah, and he was like for like 2 days just wandering around the ship
Yeah.
like I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He's like, I can't, my body hurts from that massage. I was so glad I didn't do that shit.
So that's the thing is like this is the perfect time to get a massage when you have like hot tubs and stuff to go into.
Oh
'Cause if you're
yeah.
just going into like the parlor and getting your rub down, then you go back out into like normal environment. You need that heat. Oh my goodness, the heat
You
was
mean
so
rub
good.
down or like an actual like?
Yeah, well, yeah, all
Either
inclusive.
way, right? Yeah.
No, cause like,
Did you go in the cold tub?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was one of the few. But I was like, why not? I'm here.
Yeah. When in Rome, right?
One in Rome. So, cause I was never right. I did marching band, Jason. So I was not walking around locker rooms with like the guys and doing stuff. So
Picked the wrong fucking career, bro.
when they're like, I know when like how do I get into like how do I become a football PT? Like, all right,
Football
guys,
PT.
all right, John, let's stretch you out. Let me
Yeah.
work them hammies. Oh no, your groins pulled your groin. Let me help you out.
Yeah. I think
Um,
you go into sports medicine.
I no lie, I was like, what's the gayest thing I could do with not being gay? Touching dudes. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Uh, but now so like going in there, and it's just like, all right, you leave your shoes in the lobby, you lock your shoes away, then you go into the locker room, put all your clothes away, and then you just walk around naked with all these other dudes. And so this place was by DC. What? Well, no, it's Virginia.
This is
So
in the Korean place?
this is the Korean place,
So you're just butt naked in Spa World?
but naked.
Damn.
Um, so it's Virginia outside of DC. So there's a,
Uh-huh.
like you could tell it was the DC gays coming in, and they're going to the spa, and they got their hair all done perfectly, and it never gets wet. I'm like, you're just there to soak in the pool and watch the peni go by.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, ugh. I'm like, ugh.
Okay.
I'm like, honey, we're doing that next time. Like, this is too much work.
Oh my god.
But I was mad because like the following weekend, or like maybe like the wedding weekend or something, like the gay rugby team, they were like, oh, we're all gonna go to Spa World. Oh, I wish I could have went to that one. I would have been like, they're like, Joe, you haven't left the pool all day.
Leave me alone.
I said, leave me alone. I'm clearing my room.
Yeah, right.
That's
Well,
good.
I mean,
But here's the
that's a
thing.
pretty gay story.
And there were a good amount of just solo dudes, wedding bands on.
I
Maybe
mean,
somebody.
they can be married to a dude.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. The way you behave around other gays, you could just kind of tell. But like sometimes that's their scene. And then you also have like the other opposite side, like the super masculine guy who's still in their bathing suit, coming into the steam room and going to the sauna. Like, come on, bro. Don't be scared.
Yeah,
Whip it out.
get them balls out.
Let them balls
I don't
sweat.
I don't I
I,
don't I don't like sitting on cedar in a steam room with my bare ass. Like I just feel like it's disgusting. I know we talked about it before,
you
but it's
still wrap your towel unless you're like
no.
full.
I've seen old dudes just creeping over the edge, like look like tree sap just slowly
What?
slowly like
uh,
with a tree sap, like it's just a drop and it's just balls like over the cedar. It's
oh well, yeah. Oh, that's
like what
definitely
is
me
wrong?
in the
Like what is wrong with
steam
you?
room.
Yeah, too much, too
Well,
much.
the seat was like a stone, so like you put your little towel on there and then absorb the heat. Of course, I
Yeah,
don't want someone's fart crack all over there. Like I don't know what's in there.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
am half surprised nobody had pink eye when they left because who knows?
Well, you don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't know.
did you create like a Facebook group, like Spa World Facebook group? Like, all
Uh,
right, boys, let's talk about our pink eye.
Believe it or not, it's a small world over here, so I'm sure we would have heard about it.
Yeah, well,
the
that's cool,
whole
man.
the whole rugby team gets pink
Yeah,
eye in a freak
yeah.
accident at the spa.
Who is a gay rugby team competing against? Other gay
other
rugby teams?
other gay rugby teams.
Why don't they play
I,
the straight rugby teams?
well, actually, like the straights do infiltrate the rugby teams because it's like a different level of playing. It's a little more not as dangerous, but like
Oh, so they go in there. It's like varsity playing JV and shit. Then it's
yeah.
like, oh, let me beat
I,
these
I
dudes up
always
real quick.
I always loved playing Smear the Queer, and I could do it professionally. No, but they're good. I've met some of those guys. So they're really really nice
Uh,
guys. They're just like
yeah,
they're just there to have a good time, low pressure.
yeah,
Um, and then the girlfriends can hang out with us. Like I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. They get their little gal pals.
Oh, no, they were pretty cool.
That's cool, man. Well, speaking of moons, because I'm sure you saw
Oh,
a ton of them over there during your spa day. Have you heard
some
about?
some better than others.
Yeah, have you heard about the 2 moons that we will be having on planet Earth here soon?
I thought I saw something online on one of them medias of the shows.
Yeah, so supposedly what's happening is that some asteroid piece broke off. His thing's it's pretty good size, and it's gonna appear that we're gonna have 2 moons from September 29th to November 35th. I don't know, I can't read that. November 25th, right? So 2 moons. Now they're saying that I guess and then it's just gonna go away. So it's just gonna get caught in our thing. But who's to say that this thing is not gonna stop there and it's just gonna hit us?
So are we gonna see it? So it's 10 meters. So I guess that's. I mean, that's a pretty big
It's not gonna be the
chunk.
size.
But thinking about the
It's not
Earth's
gonna be the
atmosphere,
size of
will
the moon.
break apart.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna be able to see it like that good, or will it just be like a little
Yeah.
like twinkle?
Yeah, it'll be like a star, right? If you think about it, right, you can see Mars from Earth with
Yeah,
the naked eye, right? It's just that red star that's out there, right? So I'm sure this would probably be a little bit bigger because it's gonna be closer. Maybe it'll look like you got the
maybe.
moon is like this big, and then the little moon's like this big off to the side of it.
I'm
Might be
wondering if
interesting
it's
though.
gonna be like what level of orbit it's gonna be in. Is it gonna like hit some of our satellites? Is it gonna just
No,
like
I don't
miss
think it's going
everything?
into
Lower
the
orbit.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, is that the lower orbit? I don't think it's going that high. Well, if it's going that low, then it's probably going to look bigger than what I'm thinking it's going to look like. But it's going to be probably bouncing off our atmosphere, and then maybe that's just November 25th is the last day of Earth. Because a
Honestly,
10
this
meter
feels like
rock
the
is
end of times kind of thing, where it's like, oh, the 2 moons. It's a sign of the apocalypse.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's wild. Like I don't know, does it mention anything about like historical, like has it ever happened before, or was this the first time, or
Um,
because there's also like I like watching like the little spooky TikTok videos, and and there's some like something is like supposedly, and you got to take everything with a grain of salt you see on the internet, but supposedly there's something that's like approaching the moon that they don't know what it is and all this other shit, but it's at the same time that they're talking about this. So is it actually that asteroid, or is it the Death Star? Like
I mean,
what is it, what's coming
I
towards
never
Earth?
know. Are they gonna do
Hey,
Project Bluebeam and have
ooh,
fake aliens and stuff come out?
hell yeah.
Ex-
Yeah. Do you think we're ready for alien visits?
oh, for sure. Yeah, we are. Um.
Like as a whole, not you personally. Like as a whole.
Oh, yeah. I've been sending up transmissions, but nothing.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Yep, probe me. Um.
Yeah, probe me. Just go to Spa World, bro. Like you don't have to get probed by an
Oh no,
alien.
there's plenty of aliens.
Yeah.
uh, I think I don't know. We've had enough alien movies where it's like, all right, Mars Attacks or like what's the other one? Independence Day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like people of like the
E.T.
1950s. Yeah, E.T.
If people
But
would just
people of like the
think,
1950s, they had the War of the Worlds thing, and they were like
yeah,
freaking out, right? And then, like, I think as like time has gone on and as desensitized we are to everything, I think people would just be like, Okay. Welcome.
Well,
Welcome.
yeah.
Welcome to Earth, or like,
If
or
they
just start shooting at it from like, as they see it.
if they sensationalize the broadcast of like, oh, aliens are here. They're meeting with the prime minister. Like, if they do it calmly, like, oh, hey guys, we made contact finally. They're gonna have a meeting, no big deal. Or they're gonna be like, the aliens are coming down. They're coming, and like,
Yeah, because I think that every day is a new fear, right? Every day is a new phobia. Every day is like some crazy shit on the news, that's going to
yep,
come out. So I wonder what the day will be like when aliens decide, like, all right, we're done observing. Let's go check them out. Let's go see how they are. They seem friendly, or they seem really fucked up. Maybe they need some guidance. Whatever the
mhm.
case may be. Like how are human beings going to react? Because we're not very smart. We're
No,
not a very
the
smart
herd
species.
mentality is really, really poor. It's
Yeah.
I think we're more likely to stampede away from a threat, just not even knowing if there was a threat
Yeah, yeah.
confirmed or not. I've seen it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that herd mentality and the the panic would set in. People would be like, as soon as that ship comes down, they'd be like right in the store buying all the toilet paper, right? Doing all this shit that they can because the panic shopping would happen. And maybe it's rightfully so. Who knows? Maybe we're under attack, but I'm pretty sure if they've traveled across galaxies, pretty sure they have better weapons than we do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
He
like,
could vaporize us.
yeah, just be like, just fucking put something down. It just gets rid of all organic material on the planet, in one
Yeah.
strike, and then we
Wasn't it
come
that
in.
the Tom Cruise movie where they went around and like either like sucked up water or sucked up minerals?
Oh, World of Worlds.
Maybe that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the War of the Worlds is like the water was actually all the organisms in the water was actually what killed the aliens.
Oh,
Yeah, like the smallest organism on Earth actually killed aliens because they weren't used to the bacteria of which is kind of like smallpox blankets and stuff like that. You have different cultures and different people moving around, and you're not used to that way of eating that bacteria. You get jacked up.
exactly.
Yeah, so you travel across the galaxy thinking everything's great. Gonna go
Right.
visit the old blue marble.
Now, if they try to start selling you pagers, then I'm gonna question that.
Bro.
Not that is the most
Bro.
insane. That is like something that they would
Yeah.
do in Call of Duty. Like,
Bro. What the fuck? Like, that is wild.
so if
Like, just to
you don't know
know,
what we're
like,
talking about,
yeah,
as a Lebanese, um, I'm gonna pull it up here. Lebanese and what are they called?
pagers
Pagers. Because I was like, I just thought like something happened or whatever, and so like
every day.
my partner was trying to tell me about this, and I'm like, hold up. So they were trying to be dumb tech to get away from them, but then they manufactured their own pagers with explosives, sold it to them. They used it for how long? And then they're like, all right, let's do it. And then they're like, what the hell? Everyone's exploding.
At the same
Okay.
time.
At the same time, like, well, how are we going to talk to each other? I guess we have to get together.
Yeah, carrier
Boom.
pigeons.
No, they got all together. All the
And their handheld radios were blown up. Did
yeah,
you hear that?
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's wild too because like I saw something on there. They were saying that I think the pagers were manufactured in Taiwan, right? So,
Mm,
and they found out that Hezbollah was ordering these pagers to hide, right? And the pagers are being shipped, and whoever did it, Israel, whoever did it, right,
yeah.
intercepted the package and did like thousands of pagers, modified them, and like the suspect is like because those pagers have like two batteries in there, is that they took one of the batteries out and filled it. You know, one of the batteries that act like a battery or look like a battery, but it was really an explosive device.
Right.
You know, and you got that thing on your hip or in your pocket, or in your hand. You're like,
Um,
oh, I just got paged. Like, hello 911. Boom. You know, and it just blows up
right.
in your hand. You know, like,
So
holy
like
shit.
so like that is perfect. That's a great maneuver. But like in the long run, knowing that without communication, all the leaders would have to get together and it'd be easier to find them and take them
Oh
out.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, see,
Like,
this is why my ass is not at the NSA because I could not think of this.
yeah, yeah. That's
Clever.
wild, wild. Like I saw it, I was like, when it like I saw the reports, like who uses fucking pagers? Like pagers are still around, but then you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, you can't track a pager. You know, it doesn't have a trace, right? You just send the
Yeah.
signal out, boop, there you go, right? Or I think it can be traced, it's just harder, obviously, because it's not emitting a signal and shit, it's just
Right.
receiving. So the just to think about that and intercept, I can't wait. I hope I'm alive in like 30 years so I can watch like the documentary or the movie about it. You know, like Munich and Argo and all those other movies that have like the crazy shit that went down to talk about it, or a documentary, you know, like because that's wild having intercepted all that shit, change them all, and just popping them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's clever. I'm like, what is the last kind of like deviant logistics change? What was done like at this level?
Yeah.
Like that's one for the history books for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's wild. So
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, all right. Well, again, I think it's another fun-filled week of just chaos and whatever. So, make sure you guys go look out the September 25th. It's what, 3 days? Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah, it's
Thursday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Look out, see your double moons, man. Post some pictures, take some videos. Hopefully it's not ending on November 25th, and we get to see what other crazy shit we get to go live through.
So, so if it's two moons, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
we're like calling out all of our like witches and warlocks and our saints, like this will count as double. Like, did we get double the moon power? I don't
Mm.
know. Double the
Are you Dungeons and
moonshine.
Dragons?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I might be a pagan witch.
Oh, wow, you might be.
I just might
I know
be.
you're a basic bitch. No, I'm just
I'm, yeah, okay. Well, fuck you. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, I lost you.
hey, hopefully we hit the. I don't know what we were talking about. I hit whatever, but I'm gonna repeat it. I was doing a little dry run with a muted mic. But yeah, hit that like, subscribe, notification, and we'll see you next time.
Bye
Hopefully, you guys get to see
bye.
the moon. Stay safe.
I'll show you my
Toodles!
moon. I'll show you
Oh
my
yeah,
moon after this.
no, do it now.
Okay.